So you have thought for a long time that it would be fun to start your own business. You're sick and tired of working for other people, and you think having your own business would give you the freedom and responsibility that you need. The problem is that you don't have much or any money to start with, which is already a problem. Which means you're probably out of luck at this point, right? Wrong. Here are 10 business ideas that you can start from almost nothing. Even the ones that aren't free can be started with a very small amount of money. They don't need a lot of space, supplies, or products. They also don't need expensive fancy equipment, training or degrees, or a lot of materials. Still, a lot of the businesses in this video require at least constant access to a computer, the internet, and maybe a car. But if you already know the answers, you can jump right in. If you think creatively, you'll be able to come up with a business idea that uses your skills. Number 10. Music lessons. If you're very good at a certain subject or instrument, you might want to start a tutoring business. You can also start a personal tutoring business by hiring a few of your friends who are good in different subjects and then establishing a business from it. This way you can have multiple subjects being taught and you can easily take commission out of it. Number 8. Teaching the target language and using it. If you can speak more than one language fluently, you have a huge advantage if you want to start a business that involves teaching a language or hosting practice conversations in that language. And if you were wondering where you could advertise your tutoring services besides Craigslist, the answer is you have a lot of options. Number 7. Virtual assistant. Consider becoming a virtual assistant if you're good at keeping things organized and can do tasks quickly and well. On sites like Upwork, virtual assistants can build up their client base and experience in a way that's similar to freelancing as a writer, editor, designer, etc. Virtual assistants do things like schedules, books, and other administrative tasks from their home office. Number 6. House sitting. Even if you've watched friends' homes before, do you think that you could turn this into a legal and profitable business? It turns out that you can, as long as you have a good reputation for being respectful and trustworthy, you put your clients' needs first, and you think about what they would want in a house sitter. When you're first starting out as a house sitter, it's very important to have good references, though experience managing a home, caring for pets, and conducting minor lawn care are also important. Still, setting these up in the beginning might be as simple as finding families in your social network that are planning summer trips outside of the city. Number 5. Gardening and making outdoor spaces look good. If you know how to grow plants and keep outdoor spaces in good shape, you might want to start a gardening or landscaping business. If you know how to mow, prune, and take care of a lawn, starting a landscaping business probably won't be too hard for you. If the process is very complicated, you might need to take a course, get a degree, or even get a mentor. For example, if it involves intricate irrigation techniques. Even though this takes away the free part of starting the business, it's still something that should be looked into, and perhaps you can mentor under an expert in the field to learn new skills at no cost. Number 4. Event planning. To build a website and other marketing materials for your event planning business, all you really need is a computer and some money. A great way to start a business for free is to start an event planning business, or at least very inexpensively. Event planning is a very chic and creative way to start a business, and it's in very high demand nowadays as well. Number 3. Pet services. Based on the ideas we've mentioned in this video, why not start a business that helps pet owners with the many other things they need, like taking their pets to the groomer or the vet, walking their dogs, pet sitting, and so on. Pet grooming has come a long way since the beginning of time when you had to wash your 50-pound dog by hand at home. You can now just leave him there and pick him up when you're done with your other tasks. He won't leave water puddles all over your house, and he'll smell nice. Anyone who wants to work in the pet grooming industry needs to go to school, but you don't have to spend tens of thousands of dollars. You can get off on the right foot by watching some of the many helpful videos on YouTube. You just need some friends who are willing to let you train their dogs and who believe in your skills. If this doesn't sound good to you, you can always go to a grooming school and get certified. When you have what you think is enough experience, you can start grooming pets in your own home. It goes without saying that you'll need the right tools and a comfortable place to work. When the time comes and you have built up a good client base, you could always look into renting your own business. Pet grooming is something that will always be needed, which is why it's a great business to think about. Mix and match the services based on what works for you. It wouldn't be hard to start a business that keeps pets in many ways, like taking them for walks, sitting for them during the day, taking them to the groomer, etc. Number 2. Childcare. Childcare, which is also sometimes called daycare, is the process of caring for and watching over a child or a group of children. Children as young as 2 weeks old and as old as 18 years old can be cared for. Even though most parents spend a lot of time taking care of their child or children, the term kid care is often used to describe the care that is given by people who are not the child's parents. Childcare is a very broad topic that includes many different jobs, organizations, places, activities, and social and cultural norms and expectations. Early childhood education and care are also very important to a child's growth and development, but they're often overlooked. If you love working with kids and you have a home that's great for the job, you might want to open a daycare there. When you start a daycare business, you will have to pay fees and go through licensing steps, but other than those costs, the costs of starting a daycare business are low at best and may not exist at all. And number 1, blogging. Even though it's not a brand new idea, getting paid to blog is still one of the most popular ways to start a business with almost no money. When it comes to making money from your blog, you have a lot of options. For example, you could work with affiliates, host webinars, publish ebooks, or sell online courses. Some of them work better than others because some blog niches are easier to make money from and draw in a bigger audience than others. For example, blogs about food, beauty, and parenting are some of the most popular, so it will be easier to make money from these kinds of blogs, although you will also face greater competition. It's important to remember, though, that you'll have the most success making money from your blog if you write about something that you really care about and have put a lot of time and effort into. So if you're thinking, yes, then you should go down this road. If you've found the perfect business idea, great, it's time to get started. Thanks for watching this video and stay tuned for more.